No? Yeah. Present? Yeah. Excuse me, Bob. Couldn't wait to front end. I've heard that this may be your last tour for quite some time. Is that true?
Maybe. That is a possibility.
It's a possibility?
Yeah.
What will that depend upon?
Well, it still depends upon Rastafari, you know. See?
Have you gotten tired of touring, or you don't like the tour?
Yeah, I like touring, you know. I don't get tired of touring, but I mean, never can tell, you know.
Yeah, okay, get it where you want it. Give me so many findings. Okay, Tom, we get a little bit of experience. Yeah, okay, go over here.
What's that fuck me? Remind us of that.
You care to comment on the recent concert in Jamaica? The attempt to bring political parties together?
Yeah, well, we know that over a period of time, you know, we have a struggle going. Not even in Jamaica alone, but all over the earth. The black people need to come together, right? So we figure by starting, we're starting in Jamaica. It will have spread, you know, that the only way we can come together is to impose a Rastafari, right? Jamaica is a place where the Rastaman like originate from. So the move would have to start from Jamaica, spread out, you know. Well, something really take a time to grow, you know. Not really a long time, but it must be a consciousness of something happening, you know, that people must really make a positive move towards. Knowing the situation, how I go on universal that the earth right now.
You know, during the 1960s, late 60s, when the reggae movement became more popular, there was a yard movement that was much more political and emphasis in Jamaica at the time. Now things have subsided somewhat. Does that have any impact on the kinds of
There was a what?
There was a yard movement, a yard theater movement at the university.
A yard group?
Yard movement, yes, group.
Yeah.
During that same period, students were demonstrating at the University of West Indies and Mona, and there's somewhat of enough people politically there. Now things have been pulled out somewhat. Does that mean that the music must reflect that change also?
Well, yeah, it's what has been hidden from the wise and prudent revealed to the people and stuff. In one period of time, more things revealed to people, you know what I mean? And so what was a secret is no more a secret. You understand? So even the music reveals certain things to the youth that they can see further than really death. You know, God, the whole thing is life and how to live this life and survival, you know. In our world, with a planet that when you're dead, you go to heaven. And we know that that is a lie, because when you're dead, you're dead. Right? So the youth side should struggle and show this is a generation that seek God, you know. So everything must change.
Can it change come about mainly through Rastafarian movement?
Yeah, well, it's the only, Rastafari is the only direction where you can really, I mean, something solid, solid Rastafari.
Would you consider the man the government a Rastafari government?
I consider his mother as temporary as Selassie as Rastafari. I know that Emperor Haile Selassie is the Rastafari, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you consider the government in Jamaica influenced by House Lazarus?
Well, what I know about Jamaica is that plenty of Rasta people live there, you know?
What do you think of the liberation movements in Southern Africa, SWAPO, and what's happening in Angola, and things like that?
You see, everywhere is about people struggle to be free, for rights, and their own life. It's a just struggle, right? But the thing we need is the direction, because no one can change it. what direction we need? We need direction towards our own self. I mean, we find ourselves that God lives in a man, and we that Rastafari is God. So if I want to fight, I want to fight in the name of Rastafari. I mean, and then when the change comes, it won't be a change for just some people, but for the majority of the people that deal with God.
Getting back to the Rastafarian movement, there are many black Americans here who are still unfamiliar with what it's all about. Could you tell us what they...
Yeah, well, it's simple, right? It's simple. Christ shall return as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords and the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Now him saying he shall return, right? Long time him say this. Now today when you look out in the earth, in my lifetime, my life, and look for reality in my life. We look out in the earth to find out if the King of Kings and if the Lord of Lords and the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah come yet. When we look out there, look in America, we don't see no one. Looking at England, we don't see no one. We're looking at Germany, we don't see no one. We're looking at Africa, you see one man in the emperor there, and still last year. And then the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords and the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, through the lines of King Solomon and King David, just like what the Bible said. So it's Christ. Like, now we'll go further than that now, because why you ask me the question is because you didn't get the education of that type of thing I talk about. So I mean, it's kind of strange. You know, so if them to teach me what our own, then this question, everyone will lose a long time. So this is it, you know. And this is how Rastafari comes. Christ then shall return a new name, and this name shall be dreadful and terrible among the heathen, right? And when you call upon this name, your mother and your father will forsake you. Now, if you call upon the Catholics, everybody blessed. If you call upon the Church of God, everyone say nice. If you call upon this, everybody say. If you say Rastafari, then your mother and your father and plenty of people say, hey, you're funny. I mean, you know, so it's so strange. But knowing that this is a paper card, and if I move this paper card up, and think that the tape recorder is there. In reality, no tape recorder is there, right? So if I see the tape recorder, I know that the tape recorder is there. Just like God. God never really leave this world without any trail, like we find God is a secret. God is the easiest one to find. And Rastafari, you know.
Bob, what's your reaction to being called the Bob Dylan, Black Bob Dylan?
Really, tell the truth, you know, tell the truth. My ears deaf to certain. I don't hear nothing else, you know, the God me listen from. See it? I don't hear what people say, I listen to God because I say, look, everyone say everything, and them have to listen to God too. So if you keep listening to what people say and don't listen to God, then it's a different thing, you know, you have to listen to God.
Well, how's the marijuana culture in Jamaica today treated compared to a few years ago?
The marijuana smoker, man who smoker. The man who smoker must still smoker, I mean, you know, if you buck up the wrong police at the wrong time, then you're not going to.
How much they join those people from knocking up and stop them, or is it pretty much
Hear me, we figure the whole thing is a spiritual thing, right? So we deal with it personal. We feel like we can carry the rubber past the police. Spiritually. See it? And you know, that's a big thing. I mean, everybody's herb growing Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Bob, do you think your political message is getting across?
I know a political message now. It's politics want to turn this thing into political. I mean, the Bible says, Christ said, when I return, him shall be the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords and the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Now, we show you the man with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords and the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. How can that be politics? You know what I mean? It's not so it's a strange thing, it's not a Bible these things there. The Bible. So this Bible, you know, King James said this version of the Bible can go out to the people. And this Bible reveals that Emperor Haile Selassie is the Almighty God. So I mean,
Who's that?
it's not even several times rewrite it. King James said this one good, you can send it. And reveal His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie. So I don't find politics in other places there.
How did you come together in Jamaica? Have there been any kinds of orders of developing plans of these problems, specific social and economic issues in Jamaica got to deal with land and now and unemployment? Has there been any kind of specific political or economic program?
Tell the truth, I don't really know about what I know about is that, in this Western place there, you could have to influence or control, right? Now, if anyone want to be independent on themselves, the two big power pressure them, right? That means you always have to be in line with one of them. Until the people them stand up firm and say they want Rastafari. Because everything them about is just pure material type of thing. Right? So even if Jamaica was a place now where they just check Rastafari, maybe this country would pressure them, maybe the next country would pressure them, in a sense that everything them have big secrets. I mean, money would have print somewhere. I mean, if you don't need people print bags and bags of money and mash up your country. I mean, this is all. So until if the people have changed the earth, I don't know, president, I don't know, what they call them, there are people, and the people have changed this thing, guys, them put them people in, it's them tell them, it's them put them in power, right? So the people themselves have made this decision for themselves. Now, them get exposed to Rastafari, that means them can't say them never hear about Rastafari. So if they want to check out the truth for themselves and know what they want within for them life, because these are the last days. I mean, we don't want to know that. Because, man a plan and man a go on with that sort of thing. But you know what? A man don't really check out to good earthquake. And say, what if 7 nice earthquake rock out certain places? I mean, we are dealing with. Yet God's so loving that Him give you a chance to really get through our going. That means if you want to get out, you can get out. And if you want to stay, you can stay. But make sure, say, every year is here. And if you are clean, it's true.
You said at these concerts, as a Manley and Ethiopians were on stage, that nothing has changed because the two movements come together. You still say within the peace movement and within the concert that things remain more or less the same as the people?
No, I said things change, right? Because we used to have youth and youth fight against youth and youth. We have youth and youth shape one on one and no, right? That is a change that we want. I mean, material change. The Arabs make $100,000 million a day. I mean, we still in them cities that work $50 a week. We're that good for it. I mean, every day we go to work $50 a week and you come, you live to the city. People want to change, man. You know what I mean? If they don't want, it's not so we come from tell them, say, well, then, this is the children, we have to take it. But this is just something like, say, well, he's a friend. I'm just show you, say, well, then, hear me. You can do a different thing when I'm wasting going. You don't have to really follow this machine here and get crap up in it like blind meat, right? Because when them try this defeat God. Now God give you life. Now them show you say when you're dead you go to heaven. Now me know say God no play. That means when God make we on earth, if we the dead and they are heaven, God will make we and send you out to become suffer and die and go back to heaven. Because God no play them game there. That means your own state, the whole universe, you have to know what to deal with it. You understand what I say?
Bob, will the original Wailers ever tour again? The original Wailers, will they ever tour again?
The original Wailers always a tour, man. Our brother Peter Tosh is always on tour. Bon Livingston is always doing the work. I mean, spread out.
As a group.
The expectation, what is this expectation that people want people come together? One, if you are going to know Rastafari, that we want to know because this is the thing. You see, because our coming together, is easy. You understand? Because we can come together and people say, yes, we come together, but them still scatter. 3 come together and 1 million scatter. We want everyone come together. See? That you deal with. That means God's a man, him brought down anything to bring the whole thing together. Because even in Ethiopia, it's the whole thing brought down. To bring together. You understand what I say?
Yes.
The dreadful thing, you have to know your own, right?
I mean.
Because you live in a two different worlds. So you have to know your own. When we talk about your world, talk about your world, and we talk about other world, because it's two worlds.
Hey, Dred, how do you deal with a place like the Waldorf Astoria?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How do you deal with a place like the Waldorf Astoria?
I mean, how I deal with what?
Babylon.
With what? With the Waldorf?
No, the man wants to know, how you feel in an environment.
We just
Conquer this
you have to tell
environment.
you,
You
you see me?
conquer this environment, right?
I'm not talking about conquering environments and nothing, man, because right now, I don't feel like the away. Me in this place. The only thing you know is that God to spare my life. As if him sure that if him shake a earthquake, all of this will come down for me. You understand what I say? So I'm in a day of enjoy Walla. You understand? The day of things that God wait 1 more minute. As him know shake this thing and make the whole life come down for me. That means we better be in here dealing with something. Good. So I'm gonna enjoy Walla. We purpose long and come against 2 stones. You understand what I say?
I hear Peter is checking out things like Marxism and Che Guevara. Can somebody be Rastafari and still be into those other things?
Well, you're a Rasta. You see me? I'm one Rasta man. See? I'm gonna check out nothing else. See? Strictly, straightforward, Rasta. See? I'm gonna check out nothing else. See? Me respect my father. My father teach all of them everything. If any guy have anything good for do, tell me say he must set up a strategy to kill off people for the good for them. I'm not into that one because I want to know that one wrong. This is devilism. All of them think there's devilism. I deal with none of them. Rastafari, God.
Sorry, bro.
Right? If anyone have it good enough, you don't tell me say you have a giant something else. Do the good where your heart have to do from them time there. Because you're there before, all of them things there. So your heart, your conscience. See? When you check it now. Just check it out and find out who run all right. His Majesty say, until the philosophy which hold one way superior and another inferior is abandoned. Any human being could have over that. Whether it's Marxism or women's, the whole of them are about to that.
Same thing.
Right? So, I'm a Rasta.
You excuse me. I know you are all the journalists around the world, and I am even Stevie Wonder 40 years asking, they must see you, they must see you. When he come to the first act and landing in Lagos, his dream is only say, "Hi, Mamadou, this is Africa." I say, "Yes." He's God bless you. And now for Bob Marley, the great Bobs, the superstar Marley, we not, no, I think what we saying is express, that's surprise. He doesn't believe we was coming to do this. We the told what we believe in peace. We don't have arms, we don't have nothing. But if the artist, the superstar, saying it is a time for peace, and he was singing all this time that thing, what we come up to say is this first was made by Matrasi, is a Mandingo, and I am Mandingo. And he made it by saying, you might say they don't know what they're doing, but is in my language, Jamma. I think Bob can express you right away what that means, Jamma. Jamma is, on my language, peace. And he said, Jamma, and in Kingston, when you say Jamma, mean peace. Then we have that same word coincide in Africa. Okay, and the second, You know, you journalists, I love you very much. You are who diffuse all the news. This is the peace medal. Maybe when the world see the young generation dreaming about peace, they will think it is a time, then we get together and sing peace, peace, and love. And on behalf again of 500 million of Africans, I want to tell you, no, I really, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't know when we're gonna receive Bob Marley, but I love to participate. Then the king arrive home. Like every group, I already have the opportunity to done there. And that will be really lovely. This is a jamma. And the mask jamma from Mandingo. But this express from your people. I can say my people is our people. Yeah. And you are in the third world. And the April 22nd in Jamaica, all the artists, Jamaicans, unified, singing and getting together because they think we can unify ourselves. That's a good initiative. Okay, now here in Hilton, Park Avenue, America, we love just to say to you, Bob, we love you in Africa. That's the first. This time, we never been in war. But what we can do is, I was fighting to get this United Nations, Medal of the Peace to Bob. Then you are witnessing. I think Dan will be smiling because the man, Kaya, is the most wonderful thing. What we was needing is in the front of 24,000 people sharing and seeing you. That's really what Africa needs sometimes to express themselves. You know what? We buy the records of Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, $20. And we tired, and we never have a chance to see him. That's only why I propaganda to say, Bob, in the front of the journalist, do you see my chief of state here? And I put the last records of Bob Marley, say, when he coming? I say, he's gonna come. Because I'm the youth of ambassador, and I'm doing all my best. And here is another brother, Rastafari Joe, Billboard 19, they put your name. Yeah. And they say, Bob is on the way in Africa. That's what we dream. Yeah. God will bless you, Bob. Let me put this. On behalf of, I think, the press people, because they make I love them, they're making me famous, they're making you superstar. Yes. Bob, in America, they don't do it. After you give a medal to somebody, you do it in the African way, they might, this way. And I like it. I think what we can do is, they smile. They love you, Bob. they really love you. No, I love him. And I think you say, Bob, have the support of 500 million Africans. Bob, yeah, this is the tool word that we're talking about. You got it? No, that's the way. I know you. God bless you. Thank you. Yes, good. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, nice.
Bob, how do you feel being a third world hero?
Third world hero. No, man, we don't deal with hero. Really? Hero. No hero. True, no hero. No hero.
How do you account for your success, but the rest of, I guess, Jamaican reggae art after quite going on
the level of popularity that you
See, you know, you find a success, you know. This is the generation that seek God, right? And Rastafari is the Almighty God. So this is where the interest is. This is the people, I got the people, this thing are there. You know. You need to understand?
Well, why do you think your message is getting across while
I know my message is a Rastaman message.
but other people with other Rasta messages aren't quite getting?
Yeah, man, all of them getting across. You just don't have the opportunity to hear it. That's where you should, you know, try to get the message because, I mean, it's so hard for we bring something all the while, you know, then it become a product. Then people can't handle it anyhow, you understand? But if you have interest of finding it, as quick as you find it, everything can cool. Understand?
Bob, reggae is a revolutionary music, and because of the message that it portrays, it has reached all around the world. It seems to be, in recent years, there has been attempts to kind of subdue the message to make it more or less like a I love you music.
No, you can't subdue the message. You can't subdue the message, right?
Do you
Because
think it continues
who is Rasta? Rasta, right? And you can't subdue the message. Because you open your mouth and God speak out here, and you can't control that. You remember when God sent Moses to talk, him said he can't talk. And God tell him, open your mouth and talk out of it, right? So people can't, this is why Jah use music, because you can't control it. We control music.
But you can control the mass media and the selection of those items that play on the.
No, really, reggae is one of the freest music because you can't control it. Because any going to Jamaica, you have pure record producers, or the people do give them one do. The thing where you might figure now is because a different dialect, you know what I mean? You might have over someone to say, but they won't always say it.
I'm speaking of here in U.S. as well as in Europe and whatnot. Do you find that it will continue to be a unifying force for the third world, or will it just be like relegated to like blues and gospel that started out rather revolutionary to be just a quaint, pacifying music?
You see, no, you fight revolution. When you fight revolution, you use guns. That's true. You fight a revolution, you use guns. But me, no really want to talk about revolution until we have guns, right? So I don't want to talk about revolution because I don't know if me or ever I'll get guns.
That's why you use the music.
Yeah, we get music. You see, we don't make gun, you know. I want to check in an evening in Africa, we find say the gun when me buy and try to kill my brother with is one man where I buy the gun from.
But we're not speaking of guns, we're speaking about the music. That's the gun.
Well, yeah, the music are the biggest gun. Because it's save it, not kill. This is the gun that save it, not kill, right? The other gun lick off it.
Bob,
Someone feel nice about it.
what is the status of Rastafari right now in Jamaica?
You know, Rastafari is always the leader, man. That's why it's going on. You can't run away from yourself, you know. I mean, how can, when one asks me what about Rastafari, never look on that one with a surprise when say wait. How can you disassociate yourself from the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords and the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah? I mean, what kind of roots you have? What we are dealing with? You understand what I'm saying? Some really can't deal with Rasta and them type of way there. You have to deal with it knowing that even he is a Rasta man, but you must know how come he's not a Rasta man, because your roots must go there. Noah have 3 sons, Ham, Shem and Japheth. Out of them come all people. Noah a Rasta man. Noah a Rasta man. Man, don't know that. Listen here. Don't know why he's a Rasta man.
Yes, sir.
Rasta I couldn't know that. Noah Rasta. Jeremiah and all of them are Rasta man them. Wait. I'm like, no one thing a change.
Bob, what do you think of the pumpkin new wave movement? Why hasn't Punky Reggae Party been released from this country?
Because we're not really interested for really deal with a certain type of thing. Where it's not our own. You know what I mean? But we just do it because at the time, the producer and the man who write it is my good brethren. And if I have a good idea, which me and him spend ideas together all the way. And we work on it, right?
Up a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the answer.
Talk about like a belly pull and how you choose those dishes in Jamaica.
The what?
Find that belly pull and how you see the traditional.
Belly full but you're hungry. Well, you know what I mean? It's not just food alone, you know. It's a head thing. You understand? It's not a food thing because your belly can full and your head hungry. You understand? And your head can full and your belly hungry. You understand? So it don't break down between a food, such a food, don't rate your head. See?
Several years ago, you did a concert with Marley Gaye, composing of which was supposed to go to building at the Point Conference in the Union, West Kingston. That was never built. What happened to the,
Well, I think maybe I'm still a village, you know. Still a tribe village, you know. Working on it. What?
Hey, Lynn. How you doing?
Yeah, the truth, I don't really have to put me on happy, you know what I mean? Because really, it's for them people things, I mean, it's for them business, it's them must know where them I deal with, right? Because, you see, it's them must know where them I deal with in time. Because it's when God ready for work, if he's even on the radio station, and no one deal with it properly during time, it have to deal with. There's no escape, you know. Them can't escape from Rastafari. No way of escape.
Where am I gonna go?
True. Because, I mean, you know, them teach people about everything else, but them never teach them about Rastafari. I got it. You know what I mean? Right. You just check them, why them fight Rastafari? I mean, it's sound. How can it be bad when you can sound it? How sound becomes something people run from? Okay? That's sound, you know what I mean? Rastafari, I must check it out. I check him out. Let's go. Yeah, man. The truth being suppressed. Maybe here in the United States, but plenty places. I mean, the society run this thing here, and a system, you know, right? And the system will run this thing a fight against Rastafari, right? And that's why Ethiopia now, the type of struggle Ethiopia go to, fight against Rastafari, right? Everyone, all of them. You name any one of them, all of them fight against Rastafari. But you see, they shall make war with the Lamb, but the Lamb shall overcome. Because him alone is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords and the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Everything, you know. Plenty of people living on them place, you know, shopping every day and I enjoy window shopping and, you know, nice. But we know so when them in the yard and all them feel hard to earthquake. The first one them a run call man is God. But you see, without the earthquake, them claims and them don't remember God. You understand? But you watch your way on, because then not one shall escape. Well, sometimes we have misunderstanding, but you know, figure them try their best. Well, what me glad to hear about is that them have such interest really in who we read that, you know. So I'm glad the interest in them have, because the message I got through, that's why I have so much interest.
Some have said that because it was later released of you as being several people to decide, some have written that you've probably gone soft most of the
You see, what me do know is no guy must trail me. Right? We must angle my thing, our thing, the way how we want to do it. No guy mustn't say, well, this is where I'm coming to next time. You can't set up my life, my one on my one, right? And we do what we want to do. I mean, when I say well then we really go out of line. But at the same time, follow what everybody said, man. When people say blah blah boom boom, yet them a live them life same way and not changing. What we want is a change. You understand? That's what I deal with. And if the big people don't want it, them children will, and if the children don't get it, children will. So it's really need to how long them take this thing out, right? Guy can't escape. When you was a little child, you never used to hear about Rastafari. Now you're about 20, 30, and all them things that you hear about Rasta. That means kind of strange because from your state, you go to school and I'm a teacher, also other thing, they teach you not about Rasta. So today when you hear about Rasta, it's strange because you can't really get to it. Yet them teach about astrology. And never tell you about Jacob 12 sons. You think? So when you pick up your roots now as Aquarius, you say, which roots Aquarius have? The Aquarius roots, Aquarius have, Aquarius roots gone to Rome. Now me could trail my roots go to Rome. You Jacob's son, them trail my roots go to Zion. Right? The same tendency. So this is where the people get tricked. They must return to them own. They must be Jacob children and not children of astrology. Because that is waste. Jeremiah and Isaiah tell you about them destruction. See, we have to find the roots, you know. And you can't find it in that space, you know. It's in iron.
Travel more relationship with this town because a lot of these resident people getting employed.
Yeah, man. I like travel, plenty places. You know. But you see, most of you need people in that place. You can't just go in a place, so you know, you have to really have the people, and the right people too, before you can really go to certain places, you know. But 1 or 2 times makes it very true. Deal with it, I mean.
Yeah, they have a lot of and that's what
Jamaica is a beautiful place, right? Jamaica is one of the best places. What you see when you check me about living now, I can't really tell you. I can't live every day. I live every day. You know what I mean? But I don't know which I live every day. I don't really make plan in a sense, you know, make a plan. So then,
Bruce, how much we got left in the roll?
because we carry a history, you know. We have a return. Why are we scattered here? Because
Let's pick up some shots and then we'll jump out real quick.
so we couldn't really accept it, say yes, well then we are slaves, we must make ourselves be a part of this. Then it would have been nothing. We'd have been like a leaf with the wind drive it away. Right? So we have returned to where we really did come from and make our own set. Because you know, say this society or them society or the devil society deal with death. And where we are dealing with life. Because God is above all things. So you couldn't really come and take certain little technical life, you know, and forget the real roots. Have a hero. Yeah, we understand what we are talking about because we talk a different language, right? Needless to say, you can't understand me. You have to listen. Because me can't understand you. I understand it. Yeah, man.
How do you think marijuana should be used responsibly?
Responsibly.
I mean, this country is sort of going back and forth with legalization and everything.
No, you see, herb is leading of the nation. Check it. You understand? I want to show you something very simple. Herb is the healing of the nation. Herb come out of the earth. Now, what we are dealing now, when you smoke herb, it make you meditate. You understand? Now, if you meditate, then you can pass just everyday things and pass the plenty of things. That means the amount of things where you have to live through today. You can live as 70 years in one day.
Sorry.
That means you pass as good for things and come to today in real life. Well, you see, but the system set it as a everyday thing. You get up from 9, you go to work, and you come back home and you do that and you do that. Now if you're a smoker, you really can't you go to the job, but the job don't have your mind. So the greatest thing is to don't make the job have your mind, so you can have a mind for yourself. No, herb give that amount, they give all of that. No, the government are all of them and the scientists and the doctors, said, if you smoke herb, then we the people are going to start think alike. Now if them get me to think alike, that is dangerous for them. Because as long as you cannot think a different thing and me I think a different thing, and I'm going to think separate. You have your control. When we say Rastafari, everyone say yes, they know that song because it's related to them. There's a different thing, Babylon don't like that. You understand? So that is why they give herb the pressure. Because they know that when you smoke herb, God says, herb is the healing of the nation. Now you have to be careful what kind of herb you smoke now, because through them want pressure the herb, make people believe the herb good. Them start spraying. So when them spray it now, it might hurt you. Just to build up a propaganda showing people that herb no good. So you have to be careful, right?
Bob, if you become like aware of the fact that American government and Mexican government is spending money to poison the population up here.
Yeah, that's why I say better be careful, right? That means maybe I have to stop smoking.
Quiet.
Why are they doing it?
Because you see, the people, when them don't understand, they don't understand something. Them things that the system can control the people all the while. But the people grow. I mean, them think people like 1955 people and this people, there's still different people. But through the system that don't set from this law from 1816, the same system. But the people have grown past it. So things are revealed out, you know what I mean? Well, them don't know there's God time, Them figure some boy something I escape, so the herb must have make them get wiser, so. Kill off the herb, kill off a couple thousand people.
They're not killing the kids are getting poisoned by smoking pot and getting really sick.
Yes, I don't know charge the government for that, man.
Well, what do you think of what the Cubans, their role in Jamaica and what the Cubans are doing in Africa now?
They only care about His Majesty, Rasta. Anytime they only care about His Majesty. See, anyone fight against His Majesty is my enemy.
And the Cubans fight against that?
We don't know. We just anyone fight against His Majesty is my enemy. So me check it. Because I respect my father, love and teach me. I don't see no guy come with no better teaching than my father. I don't see why me must bow to technology. In a sense, because a guy can have a couple When you say, when Ethiopia was starving, nobody go there and try and feed them. In the time when I'm quarrel because an angry man is an angry man, hungry man is an hungry man. When them start quarrel, everybody go in there and grab them with guns and have them killing one another. No, we say no. Out of this, how you solve the problem? How the problem solved? When you give them gun to kill off them one another, knowing that it's hungry. You spread it as propaganda around here, tell me says hungry, them don't have no food. And before you give them food, you give them the most sophisticated type of weapon. So we are sure I say. The whole of them guilty. You see, God find them guilty in the face of the people. Because the people have God judge. The voice of the people is the voice of God. So all people know justice. So when all people know these things, then them find the whole of them guilty. I mean, it might sound simple, but so me check it myself and find truth and let me find it away that anyone can find it safe way. God that's the truth. If me a starve, you can't give me a gun to kill my brother. You give me food. Right? You give me a gun and then you try to show me say blah blah, His Majesty this and His Majesty that. Right? And can't put you up against our Father, His Majesty the Almighty God. And just so it go.
Then you might say that the Cubans have been doing both, and that they help Jamaica technically, but in Africa they've been supplying guns and weapons and troops.
Well, I don't know if state it in a sense of that, knowing that me have a big back team, right? If me have conscience behind me and big gun, say anything I want to say, right? But them guys have all the arms. So me don't know what the argument, about them type of things. Because, them do good food, them want to do good for people do good everywhere. Not because you come from Cuba. America carry a bad name too. Cuba carry a bad name, Russia carry a bad name, everybody carry a bad name. Yet them might do good sometimes, and them might do bad sometimes. We don't care about them things. We say all people to know about Rastafari. That's the way we know about it. I wanna see where guns must stop people from dealing with Rastafari. Right? God, the whole thing is, there is the Lord and the fullness thereof, but they must separate it. Jamaica, America, around the sun, up the sun. It's one earth, and there's people live on it. Sure you live over soil, live over here, you come like a stranger. You could have plenty people in here right now. And I bet when time this thing over, you see everybody walk out, everybody gone for them one like them. And nobody don't even know who them stand up beside. You understand what I say? I hate with people. Now what we are dealing with? We're not dealing with nothing. We're cool. We are dealing with get to work and get to pay and all of that, you know what I mean? And that can't help because look more you go from pension and after that it's all over. So I don't say it, Justin.
You think the Rasta movement is growing, or you think it's dying out?
I got something to work.
We let the tree planted by the rivers of waters, man. See, we are like the tree that is planted by the rivers of water. We never get weary. Make sure you say, if the Father don't accept it, the Son will, and if the Son do what the Son will, and if the Son do what the Son will. It's like God, this thing I can't. This is a change, this is what you call it, this is it. So the whole thing remains, the whole thing say that if you want it, take it now. Because if you don't want it out of you when it comes the same thing, you can't escape it. You understand? Can't escape it.
Wow. How many states from the motherland going to be included in the concert?
In Africa?
Yes.
But I don't know, but we are like the plenty of them, you know. As long as it nice. Right now. In Africa weight is great as well. Yep. You see, there's no secret in the part, Rastafari, the Almighty God. And everybody are going like, it's a new thing. It's not new. His Majesty older than the Halloween, yeah. You understand? I'm saying they a long time and show them this truth, yeah. Now they might change it different, but we're going to say, who write the system when you live on it today? This guy did millions of years or hundreds of years ago. The book where you go to school and learn to read, the guy dead. That means what kind of ideology we are dealing with? What we are dealing with? Is who said the best thing when man? His mother said the best. Stream of God. I'm going to go over this, yeah? Rastafari. Yep.
Thank you very much, Ken.
In my station now?
Found.
English.